everybody, this is Mike. I'm back with a special recipe for the spring, and that means lots of colors. It's pesto chicken with blistered tomatoes. Plus, I'm going to be adding an extra special ingredient for the first time at the end. We'll see if it works out. So the first part of this, you need to make the pesto. We're going to soak 2 cups of spinach and a half a cup to a cup of fresh basil. You're going to drain that water right out. Put all these ingredients into this food processor. A half a cup of parsley, a half a cup of any kind of tomato, 6 tablespoons of walnuts, 2 teaspoons of fresh lemon juice, a little bit of pepper, and salt if you want to add that, and about 1/3 cup of cheese. I'm using a fat-free mozzarella, but you could also use Parmesan, that tastes really good, and 1 peeled garlic clove. Chop up all of these, then after those are chopped up, I will add the basil and the spinach. So you'll just pulse this up a little bit. You don't need to chop it up completely, because again, you want to add your spinach and basil. Once that is ready, you're just going to add 2 tablespoons of olive oil. And you can pulse that a few times. But yeah, that looks fantastic. Oh, it smells so good. That's the pesto. Pesto's done. Now we're gonna work with the chicken. So now you gotta get a skillet ready. One that is oven proof, meaning you can put it in the oven. And the first thing you can actually do is preheat your oven to broil mode. And you'll turn your burner on to about medium high. You'll put about 1.5 teaspoons to 2 teaspoons of olive oil. For your chicken, you want about 4 breasts. I have smaller ones. I sprinkled them with a little bit of pepper, but you can also put salt on it if you really want. And you're gonna cook the chicken breasts for about a couple of minutes on each side. But while the chicken is cooking on the burner, you can combine some other things in a bowl. About 1/4 cup of panko, 2 teaspoons of cheese, and a tablespoon of butter melted. I use Smart Balance Light. Now you're gonna get the pesto ready, because once the chicken is cooked, or cooked enough, you're gonna put the pesto on top of the chicken. And then this mixture with the panko cheese and butter, you'll also wanna put on top of this. You're gonna put the chicken mixture in the broiler for about 2 minutes or until the whole thing is brown. And again, you need to make sure you got a pan that is oven safe, that you can put in the oven. In a different skillet, you want to keep that fire on medium high. You're going to put a little bit more olive oil in there, and probably about a tablespoon and a half. You're going to put 3 cups of cherry tomatoes, another thinly sliced garlic clove, and mix that around for a couple of seconds. So while that's cooking up, you want to make sure you check on the chicken that it's not getting too overdone. And I actually made some extra pesto. I'm gonna put the pesto in with the tomatoes. It's a teaspoon of vinegar, but I'm also gonna cook up a little package of mushrooms. I actually have the full mushrooms in here that I'm gonna cook with the tomatoes to see how that gets. So let's check it out. That smells so good. This is easily the best version of this particular recipe that I have ever made. Look at that, holy moly. So there you have it, pesto chicken with blistered tomatoes and mushrooms. Turned out perfect. First time I've ever added those mushrooms. Hope you enjoy it, hope you have a great spring. I'll see you next time.